You're throwing views down the f***ing drain if you don't use controversy. In today's fast-paced digital world, creating engaging and shareable content is crucial for business looking to stand out in a crowded market. However, creating controversial content that sparks a reaction can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can generate buzz and increase brand visibility. But on the other hand, it can also alienate some of your audience and damage your reputation. In this guide, we will explore the benefits and the risks of creating controversial content, providing tips on how to effectively use this, and of course show you some real-world examples of some of my brands that have successfully leveraged controversial content from growing my audience and driving sales. Whether you're starting out or you're a well-established brand, this will help you understand the power of controversial content and how to use it for your advantage. And at the end of the video, I will give you an extra sauce of how you can boost controversial content to get you more sales and views. Welcome to my channel. My name is Berk and I help coaches attract pre-sold clients without using paid ads. Controversial content gets you the views and the traffic you actually need. Therefore, controversial content should always be a part of your content strategy. Of course, you should have unique content as well, but controversial content should be one of the main thing that you have in your content strategy. My personal content strategy has a little bit of everything to have the right balance of proper growth and of course audience quality. And when I say audience quality, I mean US based, because we know there are buyers of powers. So my content strategy has unique content. That means content that has never been seen before on Instagram, Facebook or any other platforms. It also has trending content. That means I'm touching a topic that is well known at the moment. And of course, I use controversial content to get me the attention needed. And here's proof that this stuff you're going to learn in this training actually works. These are the insights of one of my brands, Finance GMP. As you can see, in the last 30 days, this brand got 6.5 million account reached. And this is all for free. I mean, I haven't used any paid ads. I just used the power of Instagram organic marketing. And as you can see, in this period, we have also gained 9K followers. Again, this is without spending a single dollar on ad. As you can probably see, this works. This strategy works, but of course, if you implement this. Controversial topic is the missing piece to your content strategy if you're not applying it already. That means you should apply controversial topics like politics, religion, money, and all kind of controversial topics. And also, you should leverage controversial figures like Donald Trump, Andrew Tate, and etc. And now I'm going to give you 2 examples of controversial topics and controversial figures and how you can leverage them in your content. The first example would be on controversial topic. At this case, it is money. Like my target audience, it hates paid ads. That's why I'm speaking about organic marketing. And now you're going to see how I leverage this, how I leverage paid ads as a controversial topics to get me views.
The average coach sucks at client acquisition because the human element has been bitten out of them. All they do is act like a robot with their content and blindly following a script in the DMs, especially when ChatGPT is available now. If you do this, you will never get clients. Get back the human element in your business by starting your personal brand.
And the next example would be on controversial figure. And again, at this case, it is Andrew Tate. I'm leveraging Andrew Tate in my content.
Andrew Tate got extremely famous by using this one specific strategy. The strategy is called the Howard Stern effect. It is a concept that people who hate you will actually spend more attention to you than the people who like you. And I have a full breakdown of Andrew's marketing strategy that is making him $10 million a month.
After you have seen an example of how controversial content works in a personal brand space, I'm also going to show you how it works in the theme page space when you're building your theme page brand. As you can probably see, I'm here leveraging controversial figures as Andrew Tate, and the views that it got me are incredible. Like you can see like 100k views, and of course some of the content it has more than million views. I'm just going to show you a proof that it actually works. Like controversial topic works. You can see here 5.3 million views. This one has like 600k views. This one has like 150k views. Controversial content works, and you want to leverage it. You can see an example of why this is a controversial topic.
My dad's generation and your generation. What the fuck? Men back in the days and men today. I think the reason why the Martians or whoever is out there hasn't come because we're not worth the shit. Why bother with us? True self-esteem has to be earned with scar tissue. If anything in my seminar offends you, blame your parents for raising a pussy.
I hope that the examples I gave you are going to give you a perspective and clarity on how to use this. Important thing here is you want to introduce controversy to your content strategy. Remember that there is a limit that you don't want to surpass. Even if you find a good reel that could perform, but also could hurt your brand reputation or just make you look dumb, don't post it. Your content should align with your niche and your audience. Quality content over extra views and reach. Remember, we're here for the long-term game, and we don't want to hurt our brand reputation. As you know, there is a quote which is, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it got burned in one. And the same principle applies for your brand. Your brand is not built in just a day, but of course your brand reputation can be ruined in just a day. That's why quality content over just getting some extra reach and views at the moment. You also want to remember that hate is part of the controversial content, but if you see it as excessive, then maybe something is off. Never ever take hate personally. Like, you should remember that average people just want to find something that they can attack you about. The fact that, they are behind in life. That's why they're average and lost. I have never seen someone more successful than me to hate me over things I do. It always comes from people that hate their lives. Like, they want your attention and you don't want to give you a precious asset. The whole thing here is never ever take hate personally, because you're going to get a lot of hate when you use controversial topics. But of course, hate is going to be the thing that is going to help you reach more people. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I will show you how to boost controversial posts and reels. The first strategy that you can use to boost controversial content is by pinning comments that are extra controversial or that are getting a lot of replies. Means if it gets people to debate in the comment selection, it will boost the engagement of the content, and of course when the engagement is boosted, you're going to get more views. Second, don't reply to comments with emojis. Ask questions that will get other people to reply. Again, don't ask any dumb or lazy questions. Like, don't say thank you for commenting, what do you think? No, always spark the conversation. And again, you can ask controversial questions. And as I mentioned previously, hate comments are crucial for your engagement, so you always want to reply to hate comments. We might feel bad about these comments, but of course we should get over the emotion and remember that average people always hate, not successful people. So you want to get over this and start replying to those comments, and this will boost the engagement, and of course haters are going to help you reach the people that you want. Another tactic that you can use to boost controversial content is to make mistakes on purpose in order to boost the engagement. For example, when you create the content, you can make mistakes on purpose when adding the subtitles, or you can make mistakes on purpose in your comments. You can make mistakes on purpose in your captions. Just make mistakes on purpose to boost the engagement, because people always want to feel smart and they will say, yeah, you made a mistake here, blah blah blah, and this will again boost the engagement. Therefore, this will boost the controversial content. And of course, you also want to use controversial covers to get people hooked and click on your content. And here's an example. Paid ads are trash. That is the controversial controversial content that got people hooked and made them click on the content. So you always want to leverage controversial covers to get people hooked and of course make them click on your content. Like when they click, of course, you'll get more views and the algorithm will boost your content. So if you're still not using controversial content, I highly recommend you to start doing so. Yeah, at the beginning it might be uncomfortable, but of course those uncomfortable moments help us grow as people and business owners. So I set you a challenge to post your first controversial content and of course drop a link in the comments so I can see this content and give you a feedback.